Hi Susan, this is Jim Gillis with Win My Vote, and this is the site winmyvote.com, which is a voter engagement site. So think of it as if Facebook is everything social, then Win My Vote is everything civic or everything voting. And what you're looking at here is the voters' sample ballot or practice ballot. So the way it works is that voters are free and they can sign up with just an email address or their social media account. They enter their zip code, and then that zip code will place them in specific voting districts. And if there's any conflict or overlap, if there's more than one district in their zip code, we have resources on the sign up page so that the voter can find their correct district. And with that, we can give them a sample ballot of the upcoming election that will go from the national level, down to the state races and then congressional district races, and then state senate, state assembly districts, all the way down to county and city and even school board races. It also does propositions and measures, and here in San Francisco, California, we have a ton. We have 17 California propositions and then 26 San Francisco measures. So it's quite the ballot. But as a voter, I can go up and I can see the different candidates running for each office, and I can learn a little bit about them.
I've always been familiar with poverty.
And I can see the latest tweets. I can see issue statements that they've built here on specific issues. I can also see groups and organizations that have endorsed this candidate. And this is where you would come involved, your group would come involved, of creating a group page and then either having a written endorsement or a video endorsement of the candidate. And so, for example, the American Federation of Teachers, let's say if I'm a teacher and I follow them and I trust them, I would include them in my trusted sources. So I'll back up just half a step here. These are trusted sources, and it's a sort of a library of groups and organizations and individuals that the voter trusts. So they select the stars here and they add them to their ballot, and then when they're looking at their ballot, they will see those groups and organizations that have endorsed this candidate right next to the candidate. So again, if I'm part of the American Federation of Teachers, I can click on that.
Overwhelmingly to endorse Hillary Rodham Clinton for President of the United States of America and to make her our standard bearer.
She's prepared and she's ready. And I'm ready. It's time for a woman to be president.
And then with that, I can look at some other ones here. I can scroll down and see if there's more. But let's say if I'm convinced, then I'm just gonna favorite that candidate. I can go right here, and then now that candidate's nameplate is green. She's in the first position. I can even get a sense of how she's doing on this ballot, and this helps out you groups tremendously, simply because you can send it out to 10,000 people. I can come back and tell you that 5,000 of them signed up and 3,000 of them have favorited your candidate that you endorsed, and that are set to go and vote. So the site has lots of other resources, like you can print out your ballot, you can add your ballot to your calendar. You can get important information and dates about voting and early voting and mail-in voting. And you can also find your polling place. So if you have any problems with that. So I think right now we have early voting here in San Francisco, so it'll give me the address and then it will give me the hours of operation that I can go and vote there. And then I can click on this Google Maps and it will give me a map right to the polling place. So that's the way that it works. Groups and organizations are free, so I'll just give you a quick peek at that. Let's see if I was looking for a demo group I could use. So this is a group page, and when you sign up, you just say, I want to create a group. They say, what's the group's name? You fill it in, you pick your logo, and see, I'm in edit mode here, so picking your logo is just pulling something off of your computer. Putting a video in there, you can just use the YouTube share URL and just paste it right in there and hit save, and then your video plays. And then sorry about the delay. It's more of the
Hi, and welcome to Win My
video capture that's happening on my computer right now than the site. But you can fill up this if you want. If you don't want to, you don't need to. You can just put a logo or just a name. It doesn't matter. And then when you make endorsements, you just click here to make endorsements. And then if you want to make an endorsement of Hillary Clinton, you just click her star. It says, do you want to do a written endorsement or a video? You say yep, and then you just paste the video, or you just do the writing right in there. And you can write whatever. You can put in links and images and insert videos. You can build that kind of the same way you would build any type of web page right there. And then you just hit publish. And when you hit publish, then that will be displayed next to her in her campaign page for everyone that selects you as a trusted source. So it's kind of a two-step process. You create the endorsement, and then you reach out to people and say, select us as a trusted source, and you'll see our endorsement, etc. Now that said, with you guys, on the Iowa ballot, since we don't have a very full ballot, and there's not a lot of groups, and I've talked with you and know that you guys are a good group, I would be happy to just make everybody see your endorsement so that they don't have to opt in to your group, as a trusted source. We can just make them automatically, your group automatically seen by everybody. We just don't, there's lots of political groups out there that some people don't want to see or hear from at all. And we just have to be, careful on that front of things. But anyway, would let I feel free. I can build your page for you. Just email me the content, the name, the logo. If you don't have it, I can probably pull it off the web pretty simply. But just your name, and then if you have a website with the endorsement for Hillary Clinton, or a YouTube channel or something where I can grab the content, I'd be happy to make it for you guys. So anyway, thanks a lot, and hope that helps. And if not, I'd be happy to jump back on the call, and we can kind of work it out and build it together. Thanks a lot.